The URC is packed with international stars, but if you want to build a winning fantasy squad, you can't just load up on the big names. The real difference makers are often the undervalued players flying under the radar, those bargain picks that free up budget and still rack up serious points. In this video, I'll be digging into the Superbru player pool in the lower cost tiers for each position to spotlight some of the best value options across the URC. Players who can give the maximum bang for your buck. So let's find those hidden gems. First up is Darcy Graham, available for just 4.5 million, an absolute bargain. Genuinely one of the most gifted wingers in the world today. When he plays, you're guaranteed defenders beaten, line breaks, meters and tries. Last season, he had an injury hit campaign, but he still scored 6 tries in 13 URC appearances and averaged 15.2 points per game when he played on Superbru. In those 13 matches, he carried for 768 meters and beat 57 defenders. When he plays, he's absolute box office. Taine Plumtree is next up, and this one genuinely feels like a bit of a pricing mistake. Last season, he was the 3rd highest scoring back rower in the entire URC Superbru game, with 207 points over the course of the season, behind only Cameron Hannacum and Gavin Coombs. And this season, he's cheaper than last year and half the price of Hannacum and Coombs at just 3 million. If you're looking for cheap, reliable options, even just for a bench stash, then Plumtree is an excellent shout. Next up is another great value winger in Tom Rogers from the Scarlets. Available for just 4 million, he's coming off the back of his best season yet for the Scarlets and also made an impressive statement in his Six Nations performances for Wales. In 13 starts for the Scarlets in the URC last season, he carried for 516 meters, beat 25 defenders and scored 4 tries. So not on Darcy Graham levels, but still solid, and at just 4 million he could definitely be a very solid and reliable bench option. Valued at just 3 million, Paul Boyle is another back row option that delivers serious bang for your buck. A hard carrier, in just 10 starts last season, he carried for 362 meters, made 118 tackles and scored 2 tries. He ended up with 170 points over the course of last season on Superbru. So at 3 million, he's another reliable option to stash away in your squad. Next up is Piers O'Conor, a new signing for Edinburgh, but a well-known face around the URC, having performed well at Connacht last season. Available for just 3 million, O'Conor is massively versatile and regularly plays at fullback or on the wing. So as a centre, he represents great value. He was a solid fantasy option in the URC in 24-25 season with 153.5 Superbru points, which made him the 6th highest scoring centre in Superbru last season. His stats last year were strong with 3 tries, 723 meters carried, 32 defenders beaten and 19 line breaks, so he should go well in the Edinburgh midfield. Sam Gilbert is an excellent new signing and highly fantasy relevant and a bargain at 4 million. Exceptionally versatile. When he was in Super Rugby at the Highlanders, Gilbert played at fullback, wing, centre and fly half, and he had an excellent kicking record as well as a good try scoring history with 5 tries last season despite playing second fiddle for most of the season. This is a great opportunity for him to make the first team shirt his own, and at 4 million he's worth the gamble. Ben Muncaster is another excellent value option in the back row. A breakout star in last year's URC, but available for a measly 3 million, he's an absolute steal. Last season, in just 12 URC starts, he scored 6 tries and scored 156.5 Superbru fantasy points. A brilliant carrier. This season, he should continue his growth, and as a budget option, they don't get much better. Heading back to the outside backs, we have Munster's lightning quick winger, Thaakir Abrahams. He had a disjointed 24-25 season, but in 8 starts, he still got 3 tries, carried for 397 meters and beat 20 defenders. This brought him in 84.5 Superbru points, and if he gets a better run of fitness and a better run of matches this season, then that price tag will very quickly rise up. Max Page is another talented young winger who had a breakthrough season last year in the URC. The centre is available for just 3 million, and in 8 starts last year, he scored 5 tries, picking up 134 Superbru fantasy points in the process. Highly versatile, Page has started a third of his matches for the Scarlets on the wing, so he could well be a very strong out of position option as well. And at just 3 million, he's a great centre stash. Finally, Taulupe Faletau. For me, this is more of a heart over head selection. But when I see Faletau available for 3 million, I'm always going to be tempted. His club appearances have been few and far between as a result of injuries over the last few years, but by the end of last season, he'd made a huge impact in Wales's Six Nations campaign, and he made several appearances for Cardiff at the end of the season. He also played in Wales's Summer International, so if he's fit and he's selected, then Taulupe is always worth a gamble. So there we go, 10 bargain options in the URC player pool who could offer incredible value for your fantasy squads this season. Whether it's proven internationals available at a discount or breakout talents priced well below their potential, these are the kind of players that can really give you an edge this season. If you found this useful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below with your own favourite value picks. I'd love to see who you spotted. And if you want even more fantasy rugby insight, tips and strategy, then head on over to fantasyrugbygeek.com where you'll find plenty more content to give you the edge. Also, if you're looking for even more of an edge, then consider subscribing to my members site at buymeacoffee.com. There you're going to see the exact fantasy team that I'm playing with week in, week out across all competitions. You'll be able to DM me with your teams for me to rate them. I'll be able to help you with some start-sit quandaries. And like I did for a few teams last season, if your team's performing horrendously, then I can help provide a bit of fantasy team surgery to help get your season back on track. Find out more, there's a link in my description. So thanks for watching and good luck with your URC team this fantasy season.